for having me, Nick. So I'm Fatos. I'm founder of Maxamaze. I started out as an Amazon private label seller. Maxamaze is a listing optimization agency specifically focusing on Amazon listings. So we build beautiful listings that are reverse engineered to convert as much as possible. So I'm not going to talk about everything to do with listing optimization today because it's quite a big topic. Today, I'm just going to focus on A+ content. So I am going to show you some slides in a moment. I'm just going to share my screen. So today I'm going to speak about A+ content and specifically about the difference between basic and premium A+ content. So I'm assuming that everybody watching knows what A+ content is, but so many times I come across people who don't, and there are so many listings on Amazon that don't even have A+ content. So just very, very quickly, A+ content is some free real estate that Amazon gives everybody. It's at the bottom of your listing. It's where the product description would normally sit. And A+ content is a space where you can use lots of images, graphics. So it's very rich visual content. And it just helps to talk about your brand, about the product, and just to help you boost sales. So premium versus A+ content. Until last year, actually, premium A+ content was only available to really big brands, and everybody else had basic A+ content. And then it's now become available to all brand owners, subject to a few criteria, which I will talk about at the end of the presentation. But so the key, the two on a higher level, the biggest upgrades with moving from basic to premium A+ content is that you're getting more real estate. There's a lot more space, and there are also a lot more interactive features. So I will show you some live examples of listings just to show you the difference in a moment, but I'll just run through the slides for now. So you get a lot more space with premium. And why does it matter? It matters because if you've got more space to show off your product, more space for images, and there are lots more interaction points, what that does is it keeps people on your listing for longer. If they're on your listing for longer, they're more engaged. You can give them more information. Therefore, you're removing a lot of the element of doubt, which can stop people buying. And that all added together translates into higher conversions. So all of this works together to actually help you convert more and more and more sales. Why do conversions matter? So the conversion rate impact, just before I go on to that, basic versus premium A+ content. So if we're looking at a listing that has no A+ content, when you add basic A+ content to that, statistically, you can look at 3 to 10% increase in your conversion rate. Compare that to having premium A+ content, you can see increases of up to 15%. So really, by upgrading from basic to premium A+ content, you can make quite a big difference to your conversion rate. So it's definitely worth taking the time and creating premium A+ content. Why does it matter? You've all heard this banded around lots and lots of times. Conversion is king, and it's true. It is all about conversions. You know, if you're sending millions and millions of people to your listings and they're clicking and they're leaving without buying, you're not gaining anything. You're not making any money. What really matters is that of those people who click on your listing, as many as possible are actually going to buy your product. High conversions essentially translate into more profit. You're spending a lot of money on PPC, and these days, you know, the cost per acquisition is going up, cost per click is going up. So you really, really need to make sure that as many people as possible who click on your listing are going to buy. You know, you can spend a load of money on your PPC, but if you're not converting, you're just wasting your money. And not only are you wasting your money, you're actually, the less you convert, the less your listing is going to get shown. So it is very much the flywheel effect. I can't emphasize how important conversions are. Like I said, the direct consequence is more people who click are going to buy. But behind the scenes, the more people buy, the more you're converting, the more your listing is going to show up when people are searching for that product or using that search term. So conversion matters on so many levels. So absolutely key to try and boost your conversions as much as you possibly can. And A+ content is a great way to do this. And by upgrading from basic A+ content to premium A+ content, you're just going to give it that much more of a boost. So let's just have a look at some of the features that make premium A+ superior to basic A+ content. There are several things that I will sort of go through them one by one in detail, and then I'll show you live examples as well. But premium A+ content, you have larger images. Why do larger images matter? More and more people are shopping on their mobiles. So, you know, they're looking at a small screen. So the more space you can take up on the screen, the more you're going to be able to capture people's attention. So taking up that extra space is really, really helpful. Next item is videos. So premium A+ content actually allows you to have a video embedded in your A+ content. And the more videos you can have on your listing, the better, because moving images capture people's imagination. So if you've got a video and it's a good video, people will stop and watch it. So they'll spend more time on your listing. More time on your listing means better chance that they're going to buy. You're going to get the sale. There are also features that are carousels. There are navigation carousels. Again, these are interactive features. So rather than just scrolling passively through your listing, a carousel gives the shopper the ability to interact with your listing, move around, look at things. So in that sense, they're great for keeping people on your listing for longer. The other thing with carousels is that they give you even more real estate. So premium A+ content gives you a lot more space. But the carousels, the fact that you can add 5 carousel images, means that you've got an extra 5 images that you otherwise wouldn't have had. So they're great for lots and lots of reasons, and we love using them on listings that we create. Another thing is hotspots. Again, they're very interactive. They're a great way to showcase lots of different products and for keeping people on your listing, cross-selling and engagement, keeping them interacting with your listing. Clickable Q&A, again, really, really helpful. Q&A is great for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that it helps remove the element of doubt, which can hold people back and stop them buying your product. So this is a space where, you know, you can look at questions that people are asking on your listing, use that information, or look at reviews, look at people's comments. So if you can preemptively answer people's questions, then you're going to have a better chance that they're actually going to feel comfortable about buying the product. So, you know, somebody may want to know, is this made with organic cotton? If you're answering that question and you're removing the element of doubt, they're more likely to buy. there is another really big plus with Q&A and sort of informing your customer before they make the purchase. It helps prevent returns after you've made the sale. And that's really, really important, because every time you get a return, you're losing money. So by helping you to reduce, just by minimizing your returns, again, the Q&A module's really, really helpful. And then there's also interactive comparison charts, which are a great way of getting shoppers to interact with your listing, keeping them on your listing for longer. So this is just going through some of the points that I was talking about. So larger images. The top image here is just a screenshot across my screen of premium A+ content versus basic. So pixels, 1464 by 600 pixels as the image size that you would use for premium A+ content, versus 970 by 300 for your basic A+ content. So there is a significant change in the size of the image and what the shopper is seeing on the screen. So definitely worth it. Again, video. So this there are different video modules that you can use. This is just a screenshot from an A+ module where the video is embedded. I'll show you the live listing in a moment, where you can literally, you just click on the play button and it plays a video. So you can have a premium full video, which is what this example is. You can have video with text, but what you can also have is the premium video image carousel, which is great because you can add multiple videos within that module. So if you have a brand, you've got a product where, let's say you've got lots of UGC, you've got lots and lots of videos, you can add those into there. So it's giving you tons more space to show your videos, just to sell your product, get your customers on board. So videos, premium A+ content is fantastic. And for every listing, we make sure that we're including the video in the A+ content. Absolutely. Even if you're just repeating the video that's in your main image stack, just kind of reinforcing that message, just keep showing your videos. Absolutely worth doing that. And this is the carousel module, which I was talking about. So you have arrows where you can scroll across, move around, and interact with the listing. Is just a great way, like I said, of creating more space, because each one of these is like having an extra image. So there's more space to talk about your product. And also it's interactive. It's really fun just to move things around on the screen. And again, there are different modules that you can use depending on what you're doing. You can either use the standard modules that Amazon has, or the way we do it is that we custom build them. So they're just beautiful big images, and you can just scroll. And then here we are, the interactive comparison chart. So rather than just a basic comparison chart, you now have, again, these interactive comparison charts where you can click on things, you can scroll around, and it just means that A, there's more space to give information about your product to your shopper, but B, you're just going to be keeping them on your listing for longer and increasing the likelihood that they're actually going to buy your product. And these are the hotspots that I was talking about. So when you hover over these different hotspots, it just pops up with some more information about the product. So you can add up to 6 of these on this module. And it's a great way. Here, for example, you're looking at a skincare brand. There are lots of different products that you can cross-sell. So it's a fantastic way of cross-selling, selling 3 instead of 2 products in one go, as well as, again, keeping people just moving around, having a look at your listing. So lots and lots of good stuff here. And these are only available in premium. None of these are available in basic A+ content. And Q&A, again, this is what I was talking about. It's clickable. You know, you can click on the arrow and it shows you a question. They're a great way of informing your customers. So what I will do is now show you some live listings, and then we can go back to the slides. So this is the example I was showing you on the slides of a premium A+ content here. So if you compare this to basic, you can see how much smaller the image size is. As well as that, on premium, the modules are completely seamless. You don't have the dividing lines. So there's less interruption. You're not distracting the shopper. So here, for example, if you scroll down, you can see these lines, that the pictures are separated from each other. Whereas when you look at the premium, there's no division. You can just scroll all the way down to the bottom of the listing and it looks like one complete experience. And the video, so this is the A+ content here, and the video is embedded here. So you can just click on this and the video will play. Again, seamless experience, just scrolling through, continuous, tell the story, you know, all the information about the product. And here we are. This is the hotspots that I was talking about. So when you hover over them, the information just pops up. So it's telling you what this product is. And here, you know, really clever. They've said, pro tip, mix 1 or 2 pumps of this and that for your complete skincare treatment, which is great. So they're using it to the maximum effect with those hotspots. And I'll just show you an example of carousels. So for example, on this product, the carousel is a great thing to have because they've got lots and lots of designs. So it's hard to pack in all that information without making the content look really crowded. So having a carousel gives you the opportunity to talk about your different collections. So this brand have got fantasy collection, they've got music collection. So the carousel is a fantastic space to add in something like a collection. Or similarly, if you've got different ingredients and you want to talk about the different ingredients that go into the product or the different ways you can use it. So these are all the key ingredients that go into this product. And it's a great way of communicating all of that information to your customer. So this is sort of showing you, as it were, in real life, some of the things that I was talking about earlier. So let's go back to the slides. So for anybody who doesn't know what the eligibility criteria are, you know, you might think, how do I get premium A+ content? How do I qualify for it? So first of all, you have to be brand registered, which so many sellers are. You have to have the brand story module applied to all of your ASINs. That's the first requirement once you're brand registered. So the brand story, which sits directly above your A+ content, that needs to be applied to all of your listings. And then the last one, and this has recently changed, it used to be 15, but if you've had 5 sets of A+ content submitted and approved in the last 12 months, then you qualify for premium A+ content. So it used to be a lot more involved. There was a lot more hoops to jump through to be able to get premium A+ content, but actually it's pretty easy for anybody who is brand registered. And you know, I hope I've convinced you that it is really so much better than basic that is really worth having. I hope I've convinced you to at least consider using it. And that is the end of my presentation. I haven't timed it, Nick, so I don't know. I hope that sort of fits in the time slot. And so, yeah, so we are Maxamaze, and we do listing optimizations for Amazon, anything from images, videos, sales copy, A+ content, and anybody who would like a listing audit, we will do that for free for half an hour. So please get in touch if you'd like us to talk to you about your listings and help you out.